last week on the 3rd of November, we had the US elections. Now, in the end, when all the votes have been more or less tallied, we've seen that Vice President Biden is the president-elect. He's secured enough of the Electoral College vote. That is, he's exceeded 270 votes to become the next president. So what happens next? And by next, I mean what happens up until the January 20, when Vice President Biden becomes president. Firstly, what we've seen is that at this point in time, President Trump has refused to concede, and this has got implications for the transition of power towards Vice President Biden. Look, we don't think in the end that this is going to sway the election. Vice President Biden is too far ahead in too many states, and it would take quite a lot to flip any of these states, and he would need a few of them to actually alter the outcome of the election. In terms of Biden's agenda and implications for markets, firstly on the foreign policy side, look, President Trump was a major disruptor to both domestic and foreign, and I think this had pretty big implications for volatility in markets. I expect that with Biden coming in, it's going to be less noise from Biden. So I think we can see some improvement in risk sentiment and less sort of disruption to global markets. In terms of his domestic policy agenda, I guess, with increased fiscal spending, this has got a couple of implications. It will lead to higher growth, nominal growth, and this is going to impact on inflation expectations. Now, so what is this going to mean for financial markets? I guess in terms of equity, better nominal growth should be supportive of equities. In terms of the bond market, higher nominal growth, in particular higher inflation expectations, means it's going to probably be negative for bonds as yields rise. And in terms of the US dollar, it's potentially could lead to some weakening there as higher fiscal deficits weigh on the dollar. All being said, the overall impact of this will depend on how much of the fiscal easing can come through into the economy, and will depend very much on the makeup of Senate and what he can deliver.